Continuous learning is something that comes up often, especially this time of year as we start to think about what does the year hold, right? How do I get better at the position that I currently am, and how do I get to the next position? And I stress with people that training and continuous learning, a lot of it falls on the individual. There are a lot of folks out there that say they need training, but when you offer it to them, it's like, I'm okay. Or you give them a stretch assignment, it's like, I don't really want to give up that extra 3 hours of my life that I have as flex that I can do other things. Um, I will tell people if you want additional training, this is where your one on ones come into play. Do you have one on ones with your boss? And if not, ask. Ask for it. Start there because you may have a career trajectory that goes this way, but your manager thinks, based on conversations that they overhear, that you want to go over here. How do you know unless you ask? And I always tell people that if you're in random trainings, some of them are horribly boring. And they're not always taught by people that are super engaged or subject matter experts. That's their job. Training is 10% learning. It is 20% with a mentor or somebody that you're able to bounce ideas off, formally and informally. 70% is freaking trying it and failing. How many times have we attempted to make a car that's based off of water and not gas? A million times, right? We keep failing. We're not there yet. We'll get there, maybe. How many Starship rockets are we going to explode before we find one that magically is able to land itself and then we're off to Mars? 10% is actually classroom structured or in class or on teams, right? 20% is mentors, bouncing ideas off of. That could be your own team. 70% is trying and failing and being humble enough to admit that you failed and having a building or an office that's psychologically safe that allows you to fail. Every time you fail, you get better. If you talk about it, if you hide it, if you blame somebody else, if you bust through, you're not learning and you're not growing and nobody wants to work with you. So how could you possibly get higher up if nobody wants to work with you? So when you want to say that you want different developments, you have to be very specific with a time frame and how is it obtainable, and if it costs the company money, what does that cost and what is the return on investment? Do all those and you're golden. As long as you understand attending that class is only 10% of you growing, then you'll be fine. Keep trying. Consistency is the key. Keep trying, keep failing, keep getting up, and you'll get there. I promise.